Good morning, my loves. How are we all, my little love muffins? How's things? I like me. I do. I'm all right. What can I say? So today's Saturday. Yay. I celebrate every night. I get to sleep in my own bed because I do night duty, so I don't get to sleep in my own bed very often. So it feels like quite the novelty when I do. But I woke up really early at like 5 and I'd like tossed and turned, and I finally got up at 7:30, but it's like, it just feels a bit unsatisfying, doesn't it? Like being in bed that amount of time and not actually being able to go to sleep. But what I do, and I don't know, now, if you haven't invested in one of these things, I strongly suggest that you do, because this headband to me has been, like, if the dog was to chew it or if something was to happen to it, I would not be very happy. Like, I just obviously ordered another one on Amazon, but I wouldn't be happy for, like, the few days it took to get here. I bought one of these headbands that go around your head, and it's got, like, the speakers in the headband, and it's got, like, the little on-off button up here and the volume adjuster. And I go to bed listening to things. So if I'm having trouble sleeping, I will put this on and I will listen to something on YouTube, and I will either go to sleep or I won't. I'll either take something really valuable in, because I listen to a lot of Bashar. I'm obsessed with this. Anyone who's had a conversation with me recently, there's this woman on YouTube, and I think she's Asian but lives in America, but she's still got quite a thick accent. And she is an energy healer, and just her voice is just like ASMR to me. It's like, I'm going to cleanse your fascia, your bones, your joints, your ligaments. And I just like, I'm not making fun of her. I love her voice. I love her voice. And just something about her voice just sends me into like a blissful la la land. So I listen to her as well. So yeah, it's good. Anyway, headband, headphones, great investment. Great if you've got a snoring partner, all the things. So yeah, so I put that on and I listen, and I either take something in. Bashar happened to jump on. What I love about YouTube is that once it knows your algorithm, it will give you something else that you find valuable. Clicking on will be after the video that you've watched. So it's good. And I pay for YouTube as well, because I think it gives me so much value. It's like an energetic exchange. I like to give it back, and I hate the ads, because the ads definitely upset my flow. Okay, that's my life at the moment. As good as it is, which it is good. You know what? I heard something really interesting today, and it's like what everyone talks about, you know, manifestation and getting what they want, and, you know, doing really cool adventures and blah, 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 blah. The real flex in life is a regulated nervous system, peace, and so kind of like neutrality, like calmness. Like, that's the real flex in life. So no matter, I mean, you can have the best car, you can have the best house, but if your nervous system isn't regulated, if you don't feel calm within yourself, none of it means shit. Like, what is the point of having a Tesla if you're waking up sweating at 3 o'clock in the morning, thinking about how you're going to make the next car repayment? Like, what's the freaking point, right? I would rather have my dad's Hyundai i30 with the paint peeling off it, and calm and regulated. Hi, Pammy, how you going? And be calm and regulated, than having like a, you know, $50,000 Tesla, sweating bullets about whether I'm going to make the payment or not. Like, what's the point in that, right? So yeah, so I'm actually thinking to myself, like, I am actually getting towards the life that I want. I'm actually feeling calm a lot more than what I'm feeling anxious and battling inside myself, which is the real flex in life, right? Is that peace, that calm, that regulated nervous system. So I'm getting there. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting there. So it doesn't mean to say you can't manifest and bring in amazing things, but making sure that you expand your nervous system enough to allow it, so when it comes in, you don't sabotage yourself because you freak out. Like, yeah, that's the way to do it. It's about expanding your nervous system around the things that you want first, and then it will actually come in, because you won't be energetically rejecting it. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, we are going to slip into the vortex for the last time this week. A bit over this card deck already. So, oh, I got that quite wet. Look at that. It's got a watermark in there. I must have left it out in the rain. Anyway, that, and then we will go to reality transurfing and see what the guides, angels, God, the universe wants us to read out of reality transurfing. So I've gotten onto another reality transurfing channel. Hello, second person. If you're here, say hi, because I want to see who I'm talking to. I got onto another reality transurfing TV on YouTube, and I started watching that last night. And I just love how reality transurfing is a bit like the Bible in the fact that there is so many concepts in there, and you can really take just one small concept and run with it. So please, I'm not comparing it to the Bible, but I am saying it is similar to the Bible in the fact that there is lots of concepts and you can take it out. I don't want a whole bigger than Jesus debate about about reality transurfing. Thank you. It's a completely different book. Okay, let's see how we can slip into the universe today. The essence of my every desire can be fulfilled. Okay. If your time-space reality has the wherewithal to inspire a desire within you, it is our absolute promise to you that your time-space reality has the ability to deliver in full manifested form the reality of the desire it has inspired. The essence of any and all desires can be fulfilled unless you are bolding yourself out of alignment with your own desire. Unless you are holding yourself, bolding yourself, or how would you bold yourself, right? Unless you are holding yourself out of alignment with your own desire. The feeling of competition or shortage or limitation of resources means you are out of alignment with your own desire. So quite a few things to pull from this, right? So if your time-space reality has the wherewithal to inspire a desire within you, it is our absolute promise to you that your time-space reality has the ability to deliver in full manifested form the reality of the desire it has inspired. Now notice they're very careful to say it has inspired. It doesn't say you are going to get the exact thing that you are desiring. They've quite purposely said that, because the thing is when you want something, oh my God, that's very bright, isn't it? Hang on, let me just change positions because the sun is burning right into my retina at the Uno Momento. I don't know if that's going to be actually any better. That is a little bit better. Hang on, let me just shimmy around this way and just lean over a little bit. Oh my gosh. Right, yeah, so they're very careful to say you're not going to get the exact same thing. When Abraham Hicks talks about the vortex, it talks about the 3D reality that is around you. And when you are vibrating at the level of something that you want, everything has its own frequency. And when you start vibrating at that frequency, it's going to resonate with whatever is out in the vortex and then come into your 3D reality. That's what they're talking about there, okay? So the essence of any and all desires can be fulfilled unless you are holding yourself out of alignment with your own desire. The feeling of competition or shortage or limitation of resources means you are out of alignment with your own desire. So just know that abundance is abundant, right? Think of like, you know, when there's a birthday, right? A birthday cake. And we get the cigarette lighter and we light the first candle, right? And then we take that candle out and we light every other candle with that one candle. Is lighting every other candle with that candle depleting the flame on that candle? Absolutely not. It's infinite. It's infinite. There is infinite amount of firepower, shall we say, in that candle, right? It doesn't deplete first candle. So, and the more candles that you light, does it make that flame smaller? No, it actually doesn't matter. Same goes with what it is that we want, what it is that we desire, right? So me wanting to be, so I've really started to hone into not necessarily a goal, but the state that I want to be in, right? So the states that I enjoy being in, excuse me, is flow, is inspiration, is joy, is giving value, right? When I am doing those things, like I feel like I am right now, I feel alive, I feel light, I feel inspired. And so me speaking to women on scale puts me in the state that I want to be in, right? So what goal does that give me then? Well, I want to become a really good public speaker. I want to be really good at inspiring people, at learning how this reality works and teaching it to women, especially my age, who are a little bit cynical. They've been around the block. Like, they kind of have been tarnished by life a bit jaded, and actually allow them to understand. This is all coming together now as I'm talking about it, and allow them to know, wow, I am not stuck in what I've created here. Like, I can actually move towards something that I actually really want to do. Can you not chew the furniture, please, Miss Mabel? That would be lovely. Thank you, darling. And don't move onto my foot. God, this dog. So that's what I want to do. That's what inspires me. That lights me up. So if my goal was then to become a public speaker that spoke about this stuff, there is probably a shit ton of people out there that do that. Does that limit or diminish my desire to do it? Absolutely not, because I know that if that desire is in my heart to do that thing, there is a space for me out there to do it with. So I don't need to concern myself with a limitation of resources or competition, because that means that I'm out of alignment with my desire. My desire is to speak. And if I am thinking, oh, there's so many speakers out there, like, what makes me so special? Like, you know, I probably shouldn't, because there's heaps of better other people out there, and la, la, la. Like, if I thought that would diminish, I'm out of alignment then, right? That's my fears, my human part of me trying to protect me, going, oh, look, don't go too big, Kez. Don't go too big, because if you fail, you'll be disappointed, and you can't handle that. It's bullshit. If I don't try it, I will never know, right? So we're so scared of failure. Like, who fucking cares, right? Is there such a thing as failure? The only shot you miss are the ones that you never take, right? So that's what this card is saying. So, like, the desires in your heart are yours, and they're yours for a reason. It's because it is part of your purpose and your mission here on earth to fulfill whatever it is. So if something has inspired you and you feel passionate towards it, it's yours for a reason. It's because it's part of your power and your purpose of why you are here. And anything that gets in the way of that, your doubts, your fears, your insecurities, you're thinking, oh, I'm too much, or there's not enough out there for me, or there's too many of that for me. All of that is your human trying to protect you, bring you down, and keep you out of your alignment. It's like an internal pendulum that is hooking you emotionally and pulling you away from your intention to fulfill your desire. So that's what this card is all about. The essence of every desire can be fulfilled, right? And they're very careful to say not your actual vision of what is going to happen is going to be fulfilled, the essence of it. This or something better, always, right? So that was a pretty cool card to get. Let me know if you got something out of that, because I definitely did. I certainly, like Pam, my beautiful client Pam, she is a self-projected projector. The way that she processes things is that she talks about it. And as she talks about it, she gets more clarity around things. And I feel like I've just kind of been infected with your projector authority, which is fabulous. Like, infect me, baby. I love it. Infected is a terrible word to use, isn't it? What an awful way to say it, right? But it's there because it's for you. So now I'm just going to grab my reality transurfing book, because it's all the way over there. Hi, Pauline Carter. How are you going? Good to see you here, my darling. So if you didn't watch all of that, watch it, because it was heaps, stacks and tons valuable in there. I'm just going to get my reality transurfing book. So I'll just blind myself for a moment. You can all see my pajama pants. Boo, boo, boo. I don't know if you can see that. Let me shake my little pajama-clad booty. All right. So let me move to the... Let's go. Boom. Okay, here we go. All right, what have we got here? So, oh, this is very in alignment, actually, with what we were just talking about. So what chapter is this? I wish they had the name of the chapter on the top of the page so I could actually have a bit of a ballpark idea of what I'm going to be talking about. Oh, here we are. Intention. Oh, the power of intention. The power of intention is a big theme in reality transurfing. Potential is only limited by intention. So intention is like desire plus action equals intention, right? Okay. So make sure that in the process of purifying intention of desire, that you do not lose grip on the intention itself. Set the intention to achieve your goal and start by accepting the possibility that you may fail. That is how you expand your nervous system around a goal. So I might set an intention to be a public speaker, but I need to expand my nervous system around the fact that I might flop and I might not get a laugh and people might think I'm shit, right? That's how you expand your nervous system around it. You think about what it is you want, then you think about every fear that comes, this is shadow work, think about every fear that comes up around that thing. And like public speaking, right? Public speaking is more feared than death, right? So there is a lot of fear around public speaking. So think around every fear that comes up for you as you are thinking about that thing. And then imagine it happening. Breathe through it. Allow all of the feelings go below the neck. This is not a thinking exercise. This is a feeling exercise. Think about, oh my God, I've just completely flopped. Oh my God, they think I'm shit. Oh my God, they think I'm boring. Oh my God, one of my biggest fears, people think I'm boring. Oh my God, people think I'm boring. Oh my God, like and feel it in your, like I'm feeling it right here, right now. And then breathe through it and just know if that happens, you'll be okay. That's how you expand your nervous system around the things that you fear, right? That's shadow work one-on-one, right? And then you talk about how willing am I for that to happen. And I'm not going to give away how to move through it because then why would you hire me, right? But yeah, then we talk about the willingness scale and then how we move it up the scale, right? Okay. So make sure that in the process of purifying intention of desire that you do not lose grip on the intention itself. Set the intention to achieve your goal and start by accepting the possibility that you may fail. Run the scenario of defeat round in your mind a few times and consider what you would do if that happened. What might serve as a plan B or safety net? Invite the realization into your mind that not achieving the goal would not be the end of the world. Imagine the scenario of defeat should be a one-time event. There is no point in constantly returning to the scene of failure in your mind. The exercise is only intended to free you from the need of achieving the goal exactly as you imagined. You cannot know how the goal will be achieved. But we will return to this point later. Once you have consciously accepted the possibility of failure, do not think about failure or success. Just move in the direction of your goal and set off just as you would if you were going to the newsagents to buy a paper. So what Vadim often says is move towards your goal, not with excess importance of, oh my God, if this happens, this is going to be the best thing in the world. And oh my God, if this doesn't happen, I'm just going to jump off the Westgate or whatever. Move towards the intention of what it is that you want. So take the action towards your desire, but with the neutrality of just going to buy a newspaper, right? You don't have to build yourself up to go down the newsagents to buy a newspaper, right? So move towards your goal with that same kind of neutrality. Hold your desire lightly in your hands. Don't grip it too tight, otherwise it's just going to slip through your fingers, right? So that's what Vadim is talking about here. Success will be in the bag, and if for some reason it is not, then there is no cause for sorrow or regret. If you do not succeed the first time, you will succeed the next, as long as you do not tear yourself apart over the initial failure. So this is so important, right? It all comes down, like the card and what this book was talking about today is so aligned, right? They were exactly the same topic, and I couldn't have picked it even if I tried, right? So it's all about knowing what you want, taking the aligned action towards it, the action that feels good. So think about, okay, so if I want to be a public speaker, who do I need to be? What characteristics do I need to have? I need to be confident. I need to be humorous. I need to know my stuff, right? Then who do I, so that's the characteristics I need to have. And then, okay, what do I need to believe? I need to believe that what I have to say is valuable. I need to believe that people want to hear what I have to say. I need to believe that there is a space out there for me with this content. And I need to believe that I can deliver it in a way that no one else can. So then what do I need to learn? Well, I need to learn how to become an engaging speaker. I need to learn the formula for giving great talks. I need to learn how to engage an audience and to grab their attention. So those are the things that I need to learn. Okay, cool. And then what actions do I need to take? Well, I need to listen. I need to take notes. I need to practice. I need to do the thing. I need to put my hand up for opportunities and doors that open that come my way that will allow me to speak. So that's how it all works. And then I need to go out there and do it. And I need to not need it to look a certain way. I can picture it a certain way and I can think about it and I can dwell on how good it's going to feel and that. But if it doesn't look like that and if it doesn't turn out exactly like that, that's okay as well, because everything's a lesson. It doesn't need to turn out exactly the way that I need it to. So perfect example, I've got a 50th birthday party coming up. I wanted some karaoke in there with a DJ. I have asked 2 DJs and karaoke people, they can't do it. So I'm going to have to get like one of those karaoke machines for the party. No big deal, right? It's not going to look the way that I wanted it to look, but it's happening anyway. So what does it matter, right? Same thing, right? Exactly the same thing. So I hope that that's given you a little bit of clarity around like goal setting. I have done a goal setting masterclass just on Wednesday. I did it and Pam was there. It was fucking amazing. It was talking exactly about all of this stuff, right? And it was, but beautiful and with slides, and I was looking lovely and had makeup on and stuff. So if you'd like a copy of that, it's on YouTube. I can pop it in your PMs if you would like. Just let me know in the comments. I'm very happy to give that to you. If you have stayed here for this long for this conversation, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you got heaps, stacks and tons of value out of it. If you have any questions, if you want to work with me as a coach, I would be happy to have you. I've got 4 spots available in the next 6 months to have 6 one-on-one containers with people, because that's how I am rolling now. I'm after transformation now. So if you really do have a desire in your heart but you don't know exactly how to do it, and you're sick of hearing about manifestation woo-woo bullshit, I'm your gal, because I do a little bit of woo-woo, but it's in a very practical, grounded manner that is actually going to be accessible and you're actually going to achieve results. So it's awesome. Anyway, that's it from me. I've been on for a while now, so I hope that you got lots out of that. And I might actually put this video on YouTube because it was actually really good, right? It was really good, really aligned this morning. So have a great day, everyone. I'm actually going to a birthday party today, a 60th birthday party in Brunswick. I'm very excited. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.